today's going to be a really fun stream. I know we're streaming a bit earlier than normal, and for some people that might be a bit frustrating. But I am so stoked to be able to do a Lolo themed stream. We're going to be doing it based on the Ghoulies, which is his series that he's been working on for so long now, and I'm just so excited to. It's a Lolo-ween, yes, exactly. Um, every stream is a fun stream. Oh, thanks, Drillnack. I appreciate hearing that. It can be sometimes hard to kind of keep the momentum going, but you guys really make it all worth it. Seriously, I'm just having too much fun with it. Halloween. Halloween. That's what we are doing right now. So exactly. Thank you, Alistair. I love that song too. There's actually a documentary on that guy. You can watch. I think he's like Polish or I forgot what it is. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You could dig into that another time. Um, but thank you guys so much for being here. It'll be a Halloween. We make more spinnies. Yes, make all the spins. In fact, we're gonna be probably making our characters doing all sorts of silly stuff like that today. Um, just to give a quick little intro here, I believe just about everyone here that's here right now is pretty familiar with the stream. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask inside of VC Text. You'll find just above the stage here um, the VC Text and VC Create. VC Text is the chat you're seeing on the left side of my screen here. You're more than welcome to say hey and ask questions, and also ask for us to prompt stuff for you in HD video, so that you don't have to spend your fast hours on it. Just let us know what you want
Yes.
us to see or explore, and we'll make that happen. It's just a little bit easier than
Do
inside of
it.
VC Create. Yeah, do it. And then inside of VC Create, which is just underneath that, is where we're going to be prompting stuff together. I will be occasionally hopping over to midjourney.com because when it comes to video features and stuff, it's a little more intuitive to get that done. But with VC Create, that's where we're going to be collaborating and sharing stuff. So if you've already gen things, you can actually use slash show and then pull up the job ID for your prompt to bring it into this channel and make it on the stream here. That's pretty easy to do if you are on the website, because you can just click on any one of these prompts here, say like this one here, hit copy, and then go to job ID. And once you have that job ID, you can share it on any other Discord server. Just paste it into here, and bada bing, bada boom, it'll pop up, so that other people could start remixing it or using it for whatever. It's a really fun way to collaborate. So I hope to see you guys sharing plenty of stuff inside of VC Create today. Um, I see that we are starting to get some people in here. That's awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, the Halloween cat girl, Gompasta's character, using a combination of the profiles that is their profile and the official Ghoulies profile here. I am going to start off this stream by explaining the theme for today. It should be pretty obvious with it being Halloween, but I want us to focus on Lolo's profile today for the Ghoulies. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a direct link to the mood board for you guys so you all have it and you can see what it takes to make something like this, because it's really impressive what Lolo has done, with the help of like Legal Beagle and a bunch of other people from the Gnarly Studios server. Um, and it all it really takes is putting that consistent effort in to making sure that you not only have continuity of the imagery that you're providing, but also of like your character designs and so many other things that you're going to see inside of this mood board here. So let's start off with that. Just a second here as I grab the link to it. This will be a direct link to the full mood board, so we can investigate it. We can peer into it. I'm just gonna paste it in here first so that we load it up. Okay, and then I will share it inside of VC Text for you guys here too. If you could, by clicking on that, you're going to see the Ghoulies, and this is all the characters that they've come up with, and some backgrounds and environments. And what this does is it establishes an aesthetic for today. Whatever we end up making, I am going to actually cut into a single episode of just a horror themed exploration. And I'll dig into all that here in a minute, but I'm just going to pop this open real quick. You can see I have After Effects actually open, good to go here, because what is it? The little intro sequence that I put together here. In fact, I need to full screen this. Just a second here. Let me grab the actual video file here, because that'll load a little better for this today. Just a second. Is it this one? No, it's this one. There we go. Boom. All right. Here's our little intro for today. And I was so excited with how this came out that I had to make it like, this is the thing we're doing.
Yeah.
The Midjourney Halloween crawl. This was made with Midjourney Video, and we basically just stitched together 3 or 4 different results, and there you go. We get our intro sequence for today. The most I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this, because just getting the movement of this like gnarled wood, like limbs and arms and legs, was basically the prompt, and getting that all to work together was pretty surprising to me, actually. I think it came out pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh yeah. It's amazing.
Licking the dancing house, that's great. Cool, thank you. But let's dig ourselves into this mood board really quick. You can do so by clicking on the Use in Prompt button on the Midjourney website, or we're going to provide for you guys a like a base prompt to get started with. So if you go into VC Create, you're actually going to see that I've provided one of them up here. You guys are already making some really cool stuff with this. Oh, look at this. Look at Ancient just getting ready to hit all those buttons. It's awesome. It's like a DJ. So, oh my god, Enid's character! So damn cute. Oh man, Lolo's Enid's adorable. Let's see here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, it's super cute. Okay, what we're gonna show you guys here is is a Niji 6 base prompt, and we've called these void prompts before, where we just use 2 quotes at the beginning as the actual prompt. So everything is based off of the profile code and the style reference that we've provided, as well as being restricted to the Niji 6 dataset. You don't have to do that, but it gives us some cleaner line art to work with, so we're going to go with that for the most part today. Lolo finally gets his Niji 6 stream that he's been asking for so long now.
Yes.
So we're going to do that
Yes,
today.
and he deserves it.
Oh, yeah,
Every
100%.
single second of it.
Yay, so many yays. So what we're gonna do is show you guys exactly like what's happening when it comes to putting this together as a void prompt anyway. So if I hit /imagine on VC Create here, I'm just going to copy and paste this prompt, and I'm also going to include it inside of VC Text. So this will be obviously the base prompt for today, and just paste that as a code that you can easily copy and paste into your prompt. You can just replace whatever's in the quotes with whatever you want to see. It'll be restricted to the data set the what's inside of this mood border to dictate the results, as well as a style reference. And as soon as I open this up here, I'm just going to submit it, and then I'll open up the style reference we've included. This link right here. This is the style reference, and it is it's showing off the front of the house that we're going to be exploring today. We're going to use Midjourney Video to essentially walk into the house and start going room by room and seeing what we can discover, both good and bad. I imagine a lot of bad today. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys do. We'll also be doing a bit of character breakdowns when it comes to how to make ghouly versions of your characters, like what we saw Enid doing inside of VC Text. We're going to do that today as well. So let's see. Okay, yes, cute. Nice little spinnies. Okay, let's check out what we have already from you guys. Yes. Oh man, this is the kind of stuff that really excites me about using Lolo's mood board, is because we get some just instant inspiration fodder for me. Like, what is this maid doing in the cemetery? Why does this character have black wings? Like, these are questions that are only intriguing to me. So like in terms of deep diving and giving, explanations of all that, it's as simple as just making a narrative out of it. Like, we're basically just going to build storyboards off of the results that we have today. So let's see here. In terms of the space itself, if you go to the Gnarly Studios server, which we'll get linked here every once in a while, Kinky is out today. Kinky has got some stuff going on, so we're going to just wish her well and then show her the results of everything that we do today. I can't wait to do a full screening with her at the next stream too. So
Oh yeah.
let's see here. And I am going to... Ooh, nice. Let's go ahead and grab our... from the Gnarly Studios server here. We also have some homework that we're going to review here in a little bit. I'm just going to give some time for plenty of folks to kind of trickle on in here before we dig into everyone else's work, because you guys did submit some really awesome stuff for today's stream. But let's go ahead and go into the media section of the Gnarly Studio server. You're going to see a bunch of posts from other people, including the SREF that we're using today. Some cool fire effects and animations that were figured out. But let's take a look at the first room that we have, which is this one right here. So let me go ahead and copy this link. This is the ballroom or library entrance. I don't really know exactly in the house where it should be yet or anything, but if we now paste this into both VC Text and VC Create for you guys, you can get an idea of what I wanted to do in here, which is I wanted us to explore the rooms and then throw our characters inside of these results. So you can see already going hard with there, Lux. That's awesome. We're going to be able to do this in a couple different ways. Once we have a character design, Circulo, no, you're good. You're good. We're actually rewinding a lot when it comes to using Niji today, but we will be dabbling into various V7 techniques, especially for in-painting using the editor today. But let's go ahead and see what we're able to do by combining some of the character art that we've seen from you guys, as well as the rooms that we've pre-assigned for you guys, or for this house. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of our references inside of a folder that I've put aside here called Halloween. Is the editor still? Nope. It's available to everybody. Everyone can use the editor now. So if I go ahead and click on Halloween references, I have the house. I have three different rooms here, or sorry, 2 rooms at 3 different perspectives. So I'm going to paste that inside of VC Text for you guys, as well as paste that into VC Create. So you can see we have 4 different spaces here. 2 of them are the same room, just from different angles that you saw in the video earlier. But the idea is that we're going to use these as the starting points for getting our characters inside of this haunted house. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing I'm going to do is look at all the cool stuff that you guys are already doing with this. Like, look at this. It's so damn cute. So damn cute seeing Edith's character come to life already. But I am mostly wanting to take one of the backgrounds that we have here. So I'm just going to grab that. Let's do this one here. This one was pretty cool. I used Midjourney Video to actually change the perspective of the room from the first image. From this one, I used Midjourney Video, prompting it to essentially look around the room and then it gave me this alternate perspective. Keep in mind, this is not a raw Midjourney image. This has been heavily edited by me, including the skull that's sitting there on top of the mantle there. That was originally like hanging, in the middle of the room somewhere. So when I brought that over to the mantle, and then I told, let's explore the room, it actually copied it over and brought it to the other side of the mantle as well. That's the kind of stuff that's just so shockingly fun with Midjourney Video and exploring around, that we can actually edit the world and then say, all right, this is your starting point now. Let's go. Let's keep exploring. So let me grab this image here. I'm going to do copy. And then inside of the editor, I am just going to paste that background into the Midjourney editor. You're going to notice that sometimes when you paste things, it'll show up on the top bar here as an image prompt. You're probably going to have to delete that pretty often, because otherwise it's going to like heavily alter the results of this. So for now, if you want to keep your prompt bar empty until we have something set up with the characters here. Let's go ahead and now grab one of the characters that you guys have been messing with already inside of VC Create, like maybe Enid's character or anyone else that fits the Lolo style here. You can go ahead and already start making. In fact, I do want to see from Lolo and other folks here, if you do have the prompts that you use to build your ghouly version of your characters, feel free to show that off inside of VC Create too, because we're basically going to copy that into here. But let's go ahead and grab, say, one of these images of Enid's character. So I'm going to take this second one here. Okay. And now I'm just going to copy that image and then jump ourselves back over to the Midjourney editor. And we're just going to paste that image of Enid's character into this background. All right, so now you can see it has all the full image is in here, and it also included as an image prompt at the top. So we first need to delete the image prompt, and now we are going to isolate just this character here. We're going to use the Smart Select to do that. And essentially, I'm just going to start clicking on random parts of the character until we see the entire character encompassed in a green shroud. The good thing is that since we're using Niji6 here, we're going to get some really clean, tracing of the Smart Select here. You can see everything looks good there. That's great. Now we can select Erase Background, and you can see now we're effectively compositing. It is a fun way to layer our Midjourney results and make them far more interesting than they were before, because we were able to say, hey, this is the main character. They shouldn't be like, so dark and hidden in the background because it's trying to like harmonize the whole image. We're trying to make a cartoon today. So this is looking great. Now that we have Enid's character isolated in here, we can just go to move and resize and then put her believably in terms of scale and size in this room. So let's go for something like this. I think that's pretty good. We are effectively going to keep adding our characters to the scene and then have them and then say, hey, Midjourney, let's have these characters like explore this library, explore this room, and see what they do. I do have a dungeon crawler thing I vibe coded last second that Lolo has also done some tweaks on that we might dig into. We'll see if we need it, but it's essentially just going to tell us what's behind the room or what's behind the door inside the next room. So for now, though, we are just going to start adding our characters into here. When we do this first, you're going to notice that your character is not going to have any shadows. It's going to basically just be an isolation of the character art. So what we need to do first is we actually need to kind of harmonize this image a bit. We need to bring these two things together, composite them a bit. And so what we can do is we can go into Paint and then just highlight around her feet here. But you can notice that we're on layer 1 where the character is. We need to swap to layer 2. And now we can basically just trace around her feet without changing her character art at all. This is pretty essential for making the character feel like they're in this place here, because we need to like look at the light sources. They're kind of dim and around in circle here, so we don't need to be too specific. There's no harsh shadows here, I did that on purpose. I wanted this to work well. So, happy Halloween, Noctil Lesson. Thank you so much for coming. We're just so happy to have everyone here today. It's a nice, good crowd. We got over 30 people here. And so it's just thank you guys so much. This is going to be so much fun today to start exploring this haunted mansion with your all's characters. So now that I have the area, sorry.
Sorry. I got a character which I liked.
Okay, good. I love hearing the excitement for sure. But let's go ahead and just now that we've placed the character into here, we can actually use the void prompt that we have, the setup that we have from earlier. So I'll go to VC Create. I will drag ourselves up to one of the results for this. There's so many fun things already. But I'm basically just going to go back up to that initial void prompt that I had. Just a moment. There's so many good things already. I'm going to have to scroll for a sec. I already know. But it will be right above here. Okay. This will work. So I'm going to grab it from Lux here. And then copy this. And since we're not doing anything beyond just trying to composite these two images together, we can actually use the void prompt. So quote, and you can see the style reference has automatically been added to the prompt bar here. Just by pasting any sort of link up here, we can visualize it instantly. So by using it as a void prompt for inpainting, we're essentially saying, hey, make this cleaner, make this nicer, without necessarily adding any details. Like, we don't need to say, hey, this is a shadow or anything like that. We're just going to try to make the image make sense with this. Sometimes the profile will add things like faces or eyes to things because of just how many big googly eyes are inside of Lolo's mood board. So if you do want to bring something to life, like say like there's a haunted lamp or something like that, you could just use their profile. And when in painting, it'll make it spooky. It'll make it big bulgy eyed. It's really fun. But we're just about done here with this in paint, and then we'll be able to start animating this character exploring the room. And we'll be basically doing this with everyone's characters at the end of this. We'll be having everyone inside of the space and exploring the haunted mansion. Okay, so now let's look at our results here. Look at that. 3 out of the 4 results are useful to us. Like, we get a nice little decent shadow around her here, and I think this is good to get started with. But now we need a second character for this, in my opinion. I think we need to bring in 2 characters to explore this room here. So let's jump ourselves back to VC Create, and we'll find the next one of you guys that has already done this. So let's zoom on back down and see who's the most recent here. You guys are already digging this haunted manor thing. Wow, look at all the combinations of profiles that are happening here. Be sure to use Lolo's in order to encourage the proportions that you're seeing here. If you start mixing especially anime mood boards and things like that, the proportions are going to stretch. They're also going to get more generic. So just like Lolo's are pretty defined. We got some fun short little characters that we're working with here. They should be pretty squanch. like this. This is adorable. I love that.
Yes.
Fun little real wraps right there. I love that. But let's go ahead. I like this one. I think Ancients might be fun. Let's see here. I've done Golem so many times. I definitely want to grab. I like the Mummy. This is really cute. I oftentimes use Mummy Witch as a starting prompt for me, for my OC anyway. But let's go ahead. There we go. Okay. He's a mantle in that one. Let's find this real quick. I want to see if I can grab. Maybe you know what we should
There's
do.
Ancient.
Where's Ancient? I saw him earlier, but he was a mantle.
I can link it. Yeah. He's not a full complete character.
Yeah, I would much rather get a character with some feet, so that we can have them standing beside these two here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna grab one of Goth Candy Witch, nice. I'm going to grab one of Lolo's characters from the Ghoulies, and we'll put that beside Enid's character here. That will be a good starting point. So I'll just.
No. Lolo animated my little persona with zombie shrimps.
Of course. Look at that. There you go. Oh, zombie shrimps. I love that you guys torture her with the shrimps. It's so funny.
Yeah, you love that. Rhapsody will remember this.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Oops. Copy this image link here. Copy link. Okay, so we have Max here. This is Max, a character from the Ghoulies, which is what we're basing everything off of here. Is Lolo's animated series that he's been working on. So what I can do is I can actually take one of these poses and just import them into Midjourney. So I just copy the actual image, bring ourselves back to the editor here, and just paste this version of Max here. And we'll go ahead and isolate one of these frames here. I'm gonna say this one here, and we'll see how well it's able to crop that back in using Smart Select here. Whoop. Select. All right, just get a little bit of that top of his little hair doodad hidden in his hoodie here. Perfect. And now we're going to say erase background. Okay. And now this character is a bit too small, so we'll first scale him up. Oop, why is it not letting me scale farther? It's not letting me scale more. That's fine. He'll just be kind of in the background here. That's fine. He'll be investigating the stairs. There is I guess a max size for our depending on the images that you're importing, so you might need to crop down your initial image, but for your character. This isn't general. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and now go do the same thing we did for Enid's character here. We are going to go to the layer underneath. We are going to go to Paint, and then we just select around the character's feet in order to try to make a nice clean shadow for this character here. Again, using this void prompt so that we don't have to write anything. We can just say, hey, make your best guesses for what should be here. It's going to be using the mood board in order to dictate these results. So that's really cool. Once we have these two characters believably in this space here, we can fine tune the image before we run it to video. We might need to do like some cleanups of outlines and stuff to get really clean results. But Midjourney Video does an amazing job basically fixing images as soon as the animation starts. It is important to remove things like I would say film grain, like scratches or particles or other like dust that tends to make, like a pretty like layered image. We want to remove that because a lot of the times it doesn't animate that stuff nearly as well as it does character art and backgrounds. So, and not to mention, we can always prompt for particles and things like that. So the more experience you have with this, the more you realize just how much you can get away with just writing it versus having it illustrated in the image. So let's look at our 4 options here. There we go. This one's pretty good. It doesn't have much of a shadow, but at least it's a clean composite with the feet here. So now that we have this, we are going to upscale this image to my gallery. This will be where we actually can see it in full res and get an idea of what we might need to clean up. You can see we did a lot of testing for you guys today to get to here. There is also already a couple different versions of Chester that I've been running, thinking, oh yeah, I totally have the time to voice act and and put together an intro for Chester here, but I'm gonna save that for the next edit. Chester cannot be controlled, but these results are so good, and it just comes from being able to say, hey, I really want to have a lot of control of the character art here, and we'll dig into that towards the latter half of the stream after we get through the homework and everything, all the group project stuff that we've already done. So. let's see how this image looks now that it's rendered. We can zoom in here and we can see that some of the outlines of the characters are a bit rough or non-existent. We can maybe go in and clean up a couple things, but I'm very curious if we just run this as is and we go from there, because a lot of times as soon as we get to that third or fourth frame of the video, we see those outlines come right back. So let's try that right now. So we can go to animate image on the bottom right corner here. Or we can do this inside of Discord. So I'm going to do it both ways. I'm going to first bring it to Discord by going to copy, job ID. And then we go over to VC Create and hit /show. And there we go. We have the image here, and you can see we have animate buttons. If you haven't been on Midjourney in a bit and you haven't played around with Midjourney video, essentially it's going to show up here on the bottom. And as long as you have remix mode on, you can edit the premise of this, because right now it's a void prompt. We just have these two quotes here. But if we hit /settings, then we can see that you can remix mode is turned on for me, but if it's not for you, this will be grayed out. So make sure this button is green where it says remix mode, because that is going to allow you to edit the prompt and start telling the animation what to do. So we're going to say animate on, let's do high motion. And then we were going to change what the quotes are to what we want to see in the video. So I'm going to say 2 characters exploring a haunted house. And I'm going to give it very little direction to start, because that's what the crawl is. That's what we're doing today, is we're actually going to have Midjourney tell us what's behind the doors. What happens when they open the book? What happens when they discover an object on the mantle? All these things we can actually have Midjourney, be our DM, be our our guide into this space. It's one of the reasons I didn't really rush into giving a bunch of prerequisite materials, because, well, I also ran out of time, but also because it was we don't need to. Like, Midjourney can make massive assumptions for us about what we want to see inside of our videos. So while you guys are still exploring with the void prompt stuff, I'm just going to repeat that same thing, but using the website, so that anyone that is using either can get started right away exploring this haunted mansion together. So go to Midjourney's website. We're going to now see on the bottom right corner we have the same thing, but we have an animate manually button that's right here. It doesn't really look like a button. It's actually a link. But if we hit animate manually, that will bring it up to the top bar here to where we have all of our settings and whatnot of what we can do with this. So I'm going to, again, change the prompt out to what we wrote for earlier here. So let's see. There's the video that we are rendering here. I'm going to copy our text, 2 characters exploring a haunted house. And then I come on over to the prompt here and just replace it with that text. Boom. And then last time we animated on high on Discord, let's animate on low with the website. That should get us some good varied results here. We also have the option of running an end frame. An end frame will let us say that this is the last frame of the video that we are rendering, as opposed to the starting frame. And the thing is that normally you would need an image as your starting frame. Like that's the requirement, is you always need an image to start off a Midjourney video render. But the thing is, and this is a really, really neat trick, it doesn't need to have any data in the first image. What I mean by that is that it can be an alpha channel. It could literally be an empty image, so that you could say, Midjourney, what did it take to get to this point, to get to this image here, to get to these characters exploring this room? So what we can do to do that is first drag this up to the starting frame on the website, and then we're gonna bring this to end frame. Boom. Now we don't have anything selected for our starting frame. What I'm going to do is I have this already saved. Is a 16:9 alpha. That's basically just establishing that we want a 16:9 video. It doesn't look like anything's here, but it's there. It's just a blank square that's 16:9. So I'm going to go ahead and also link that inside of VC text for you guys so that it's really easy. It looks like nothing. I know it looks like nothing, but go ahead and download this image. And then that will let you have a really unique way to explore your Midjourney images, because once we hit submit on this, I'm going to do high motion for this one with no prompt. We're just going to let this roll. You guys are going to see what I mean by using a blank starting frame. It's actually how I made the this sequence here. I used the empty frames to say, hey, all right, I have this house here. Let's do a slow dolly in to the house. And so it Midjourney hallucinated everything leading up to that one shot of the tree the house about to crawl out of the ground. So essentially starting from here, that's where we get to the negative, or we have the alpha channel, and then it'll end with this frame. And you can see there's a subtle little click where the color palette actually slightly changes between these two clips, but that gives you a little bit of indication of where I made the prompt edits here. So let's go ahead and now look at our results inside of VC Create. And as we get these 3 results in, we'll take a look. And oh my God, it's working so well already. Let's take a look here. The one that we prompted inside of Discord here, you could see that the characters are immediately trying to walk out of the room. They do not like this room. We can tell them to pull one of the books out or give them any sort of direction, but at the very least we have a really wonderful start of these 2 characters talking with each other while exploring this specific room. So I'm going to just upscale that one. And look, you can see some other people's results are already coming into with spooky Halloweeny things crawling around. And you can see what that's doing. It's going to follow whatever you ask it to do, right? So if there is going to be a bunch of spooky things running around, then it does that. But the characters now have very little animation, very little expression to them, because you didn't ask them to speak in this result. As compared to what I did here, where I said 2 characters exploring a haunted mansion, the exploring part, the actual moving around the scene is what's encouraging speech as well. If you did this as just like an empty prompt, it would also likely have characters speaking a ton in it. So this is really cool. Let's see what Ancient did here. Oh, it's the crawling guys. Yes, it's perfect. And this is the one that I upscaled. Yep. Okay, perfect. So when we have this now, we can extend video with Midjourney as well. So let's do that really quick. We don't have to give them any other premise. We could literally just continue this and say extend on high motion. If we wanted to say, hey, there's like a ghost that shows up, then we would write that here. But I want to see what happens when we continue to just let them do their thing and be autonomous personas for us. I feel like we're going to hear a lot more of that in the next year or 2 when it comes to AI. Personas, where the art dictates the personality of your character more so than necessarily what's written in the prompt, right? So if your character kind of follows villainous tropes, like how my character tends to have angular, sharp features and things like that are usually associated with villains, then the persona tends to lean towards villainry, right? So, especially just to give an opposite example of that, doing cat-eared nameless here, you're going to also tend to get cutesy imagery because this is a cute character, things like that. Yes, Fallen Valkyrio.
Yes.
So let's take a look here. Then I see Lux has already kind of explored the room using some image prompts here. We got the unnamed dragon character from I Troll For You also hanging out here. That's awesome. We should definitely unleash him from something. I want him a painting of him or something that he crawls out of, or I don't know, something spooky. Okay, look at these. You've already got some cool composites here with Rhapsody's character. That's awesome. The banana, the haunted house banana. Perfect. Let's go ahead now and hop ourselves to the Midjourney website so I can take a look at the other video result that we've made. So this is with Low. Let's take a look at all 4 of these first. You can see we have some duplicated characters. That's common, but not anything too crazy. But animation low tends to actually give me a little more focus on the character art or animation, because the backgrounds don't tend to change as much perspective wise, which means more focus or more animation of your characters. Like, don't let the word low make you think that it's low quality or low effort or any of that kind of stuff. It means that the changes of pixels is just less dramatic than it would be on high. So we tend to see things like backgrounds and whatnot be a little more static, a little more controllable with motion low. So let's take, I think this one's probably the best out of these, is the little shock and awe that she gives here. That's really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and also now use /show to copy this job ID and then bring that over to VC Create. Yeah, look at Snoopy. And paste. Low is tea and high is coffee. Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right. At this point, I'm already seeing some really fun stuff from you guys. When it comes to our prompt with the alpha channel at the front, I think this is this could be the more exciting result, because it means that we are essentially saying, just do whatever it takes to get to this image that I've provided, okay? You could see that the animation is very similar. There's not a lot going on when it comes to like new things being introduced, but let's go ahead and see this result here. And you could see the character walked in from behind here and then started speaking and walking backwards. So we get an idea of these, what Midjourney is doing natively with this alpha channel as the starting frame. So why don't we give it a premise for it to follow for this? So right here, I would say, okay, let's go ahead and hit use. And then the premise I'm going to give to get these two into this room is, let's say 2 characters run down the stairs and enter the library. And we're going to do this a high motion here. Okay. All right. So that's going to take a second to render here. A little more than a second. So let's take some time and start digging through what you guys have made. And then we're going to start animating those and exploring the house even more with your all's characters. Essentially, the way that I logically kind of figured this is going to be like the game Clue, right? We're going to essentially figure out a little story that happens in a room. And then right?
Hey, Trophy, you just made the perfect monster. Holy shit. This is so good.
I love this. It's so cute. That's awesome. Look at it. He's like a little chameleon. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take a sip of a drink here and start scrolling through some stuff from you guys, and I'll be speaking again in about 30 seconds. I just need to get a sippy in here. I've been talking straight for 45 minutes, so let me scroll through some of these results, and I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
So what's your guys' plan for Halloween today, besides sitting in a stream here? Does anybody have anything fun planned?
What are plans? Those were
The things that never work. Waiting on a friend to text me about plans. Okay. No plans? Nothing? Vikings? Plundering candy? Nice. Giving out candy? Costume party? That sounds amazing. I'm celebrating passing my gun permit exam with my favorite treats and a nice bottle of red wine right now. Good. Good for you, Jolnak.
And I'm back. So yeah, and also congrats, Jolnak. I'm happy that I know that you were stressing about that permit for a while, so I'm really glad that you're doing the right thing and getting it. Let's see here. Can't say that for a lot of Americans. Let's see here. I first off, by the way, Senior Spooky. I have to mention, you knocked it out of the park getting this skeleton guy to walk down the stairs here, because we're gonna totally use this. Because this is the staircase the characters that we're working on right now are hanging out in front of, so we could be like, oh, and like have them freak out and spooked at something, and we'll just have this character walking down interacting with them. I love this. And I'm trying to pick between the first or the second one. I think the second one's funnier because it reminds me of spooky, scary skeletons. But let's go ahead and upscale that one. I know that somebody already upscaled the first version here. I see Potato Propagator is already on the scene, coming in with this pirate character. We should definitely make the pirate character just like, a spooky member of the house or whatever. Ghost of the house or something. Look, it's just adorable. We got some fun stuff with Miss Nameless here already. She's probably going to serve everyone drinks that are not kosher for everybody. I would imagine. She tends to be pretty dastardly. Oh, look at this! Yes, coming out of the wood frame is just dancing with the frame. That's too funny. All right, okay. All right. So now that we have this, this is the first one we can use. I'm gonna download this already. We'll keep it. I have an entire folder for just today when it comes to the video footage, because I feel like we're gonna have tons of videos that we're gonna have to dig through in order to actually cut a little cartoon here. I just realized that the ribs on this character don't exist, so we're going to go ahead and use that first clip. I think that's gonna look fine. But let's go ahead and jump ourselves to the void. You can see the characters are running down the stairs that we had in our prompt here with the alpha channel. So let's take a look at each one of these results. I do like it, but he changes perspective too much. He jumps in and out of foreground and background too much. There's running down the stairs. It has no way to know what the start of the stairs really look like, right? So what we can do is provide the staircase at the beginning of this footage and have the characters running down away from the skeleton. So I think that's what we're going to do, because you can see we get a lot of really good, useful stuff when it comes to like the end, like closer towards the end of these clips. But oh my God, that perspective is awesome, by the way. I thought that was really cool. I don't know why it's not letting me play more than 2/3 of the videos here, but this I really like. I just like the zoom in. It's really cool. So what we're gonna do?
Yeah, it also gives the house some size.
Yeah. We really want a sense of scale for this, because it's really easy to feel tight and crammed and whatnot. But what we can do is we can actually provide that starting frame here. Let's go ahead and do that so that we can set up the skeleton running down. Inside of my references, I have the empty staircase, so we're just going to drag that as the starting frame here. We're going to say 2 characters run down the stairs and enter the library. So we have the staircase here. We have the end frame is them hanging out down here. They're kind of more miffed as opposed to like spooked or scared, so we might want to prompt them to have a different reaction on this. But let's go ahead and start with this and see how far we can get with this, because we should see them running down the stairs and then ending at the frame that we have. So let's see here. Now I can come over to VC Create and start to see some of the other stuff that you guys have been getting into. Yes, this is the one with the... Oh, okay, yes, this is the most logical one so far with this. I did have a video of Chester punching a ghost that didn't really come out the way I wanted it to, so I didn't get it cut in time, but I definitely want to play with that. There's some really cool characters from you guys already in here. And I feel like Lolo is just going to have like more than a day's worth of content to just scroll through just to find all the cool little side characters and snippet moments. And look how adorable this is with the dog. Like things like this I think will be great. So much inspo. Let's see what we got here. It's from Barvazon. A mummy butler wrapped in toilet paper all around walks in and scares the 2 kids. So let's see what this looks like. And then they run off, right? So we might want to describe their scared expressions on their faces in order to say, hey, I want them to be spooked and then run away, right? So the order of action is really important for video. Let's take a look at this one. This is from Ancient here. This is awesome. We need this character to like be sitting on the mantle or somewhere above them and then comes down to say hey. That's awesome.
Yeah. That was the intention.
Oh, they all the kids are running around at the end too. Sometimes the gifts will end early, right? Like I don't see the full gifts. But this is good. She's like enormous on the fourth one too. It's funny how the sense of scale kind of gets wacky, but the second result, in my opinion, is the best out of these. I'm gonna upscale that one. We're gonna get a lot done in the editing bay. I promise, guys. Like when it comes to all these clips, it's gonna be mostly just going like, here's a moment of chaos where they run from one room to another, and it's just another terrifying thing for them. and then maybe like a tea party in one of them, and they're just kind of like, excuse me, we're having a private function, and then they go, okay, I'm sorry, and then they start screaming and running in another direction. I think that would be hilarious. But let's see here. It will extend to Halloween for at least a week for me. Yeah, that's good. I want it to. This is awesome. I love this Golem versus the sludge monster. Let's see. Instruction book. How to punch a ghost. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Spooky. Yes, this is good. I'm curious to see where you go with this. This little old lady is fun, too. This is using version 7 instead of Niji. So, like, this is one of Draxler's posts here. At least for today's prompts, I will mention that Niji 6 will give us better results for what we intend to do today. Which is, because all of Lolo's stuff is Niji 6 results, we're just going to be working within the same data set. It just gives us better results that way. So, let's see here. Are you doing the Scooby-Doo thing? Yes, with the characters running from hallway to hallway. This is amazing. Let's see here. We're like, I really want the first one because the first one, the doors open believably. We can always cut the last like couple seconds of this where you see ghosts walking in the metal door there. But this is funny here. I want them to like see this and be like, what's going on? Oh my god, it's chaos in this house. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna just upscale this first one here. We might want to describe that the doors are opening rapidly for this one. But yes, I do like how the doors open. They almost look like they're in construction helmets. Like maybe the house was under renovation and it collapsed or something and all the people who were working on it died. Something like that. But now I want to see. I can hear the wacky Scooby-Doo music already. Yeah, right? Yeah, just some Benny Hill is all you need. And we will not be playing any Benny Hill on this stream because of copyright nonsense. So let's go ahead and... ooh, I like these. Okay, alright. Let's jump ourselves back over to this result. This is the running down the stairs, and it looks so good! It looks so good! Alright, copy, job ID. Now we're going to bring this into VC Create so that you guys, too, can start extending this scene how you want them to explore this room. And I want you guys to set up with as many. If you want to have your character with another character, just set it up already, right? Like if you really want to see, at least the premise that I have here is that it would be kind of like everyone splits up, the splitting up trope in horror films. I think we should do that where it's like all the characters meet up and then we say, they split up and that lets us individually prompt things more easily rather than trying to keep like 8 characters consistent. So let's take a look at the running down the steps here. This is so good. We'll end it here. We can even say that there's a little bit of like a fascination. Like you can see they make eye contact on the second result here, and it's like almost like he has wandering eyes. I'll just say that. I'll say he has wandering eyes there. So let's take a look here. This is the result that I like the most out of those. Look at that perspective turn. It matches the image that I had made that doesn't even really fully see because the characters are covering it up. That's so good. Like I said, for some reason my clips are cutting off at this moment here. I don't know why at the moment, but we will go ahead and download this. And we can do a cut-in, because basically the expectation that I have here now is that the characters run down these steps, and then we have the scary skeleton guy coming down after them, right? So we should probably have some banter between these two, and then have the skeleton come down and have them like shriek or be scared of it. And in order to keep continuity, we will use our the frames, or the skeleton frames from earlier, and just composite the skeleton into this image. So I'll go over to the Midjourney website and I'll start pulling frames from this. So this was the result that we liked. I want to mostly see this scene here. So we have them looking at each other and looking away. So maybe we can take like this frame and then use that as a starting point. Or we can, if we wanted to avoid him walking backwards or anything. I think this is like, maybe there's a little bit of tension between them and he just is like, you know what? Nah, I'm too close. You know, that kind of thing. So now let's create a close-up of these two, like maybe a two-shot. Okay. So I'm going to copy the actual ending frame that we have, and now I'm going to essentially bring this into the prompt bar up here, and we are going to use this as an Omni reference. So this is the first time that I'm dabbling into V7 in order to try to create some sort of character continuity for two characters inside of the same scene. There's a lot of use cases for Omni referencing, obviously. I mean, especially when it comes to, I have a bunch of props or outfits that I need a character to wear them, which is what we're going to dig into with the Halloween challenges stuff that you guys made. But for the sake of this image here, using it as an Omni reference will be able to get us a lot of functionality, because we have a background composited with the characters. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to, now that we have it as an Omni reference here, I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is a two-shot of an animated horror cartoon, and set it to 16:9. And for now, I'm not going to include the profiles because we are jumping to version 7. It does use mood boards differently than version 6 or Niji 6 did. So I'm just going to go ahead and just hit submit on this, and we're going to take a look at the results before we start applying parameters to this. So let's take a look at this, and then we'll dig back into VC Create, see what you guys have been up to. It looks like I'm going to have to increase the Omni reference a bit here, which is normal for a multi-character shot like this. I might need to also crop in the image a bit so that we focus on the character designs mostly. So let's go ahead, and you can see we almost got it on the bottom right there. But what I want to do is I want to say use, and then let's increase the Omni weight to like 355. And then inside of our Omni reference here, I'm actually just going to take a screenshot and just give a real tight image of these two characters in this space. So we're going to hit copy and jump ourselves back to the bar here and just paste that into there. It'll automatically, everything you paste automatically gets added as an image prompt, but we're going to drag that now to Omni reference. And we're going to just give a loose description of these two characters to kind of really reinforce what we want to see here. So we see a one character has long pink hair, and the other is blonde with a green hoodie. We'll just start off with that. And we may not get the results we're exactly looking for with this method. It is just another way to use Midjourney version 7, but we'll see what we get off of these. And it looks like it took blonde a little too bright. So we'll go ahead and in-paint a little bit of the the character art into this using the editor here, but it's a lot closer already. I mean, the top left one's basically there, but yeah, it is a bit of a balancing act when it comes to what you want to write in the prompt versus what's in your Omni reference. This is already really close though. So let me go ahead, instead of saying blonde because that's too powerful in my opinion here. Let's go to hit remix subtle, and then I am going to say that this is a just a character in a green hoodie is wearing a green hoodie. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Let's see what you guys have been up to while we're getting that done. I love the combinations of profiles that you guys are coming up with for this. Some people are using profiles that are basically just anime character sheets. Others are using, like, you know, their fantasy themes. There's all sorts of different things from you guys. Oh yes, there we go. This is
I'm
awesome.
moving into the
Look at this, using a starting frame
alien
to get the
creature
vampire to
mood
come out of
board.
this little mantle here. That's awesome.
I'm moving into the alien creature mood board now.
Oh, good. So many fun things.
Oh yeah, this is working great. That's one of the best mood boards we ever created, honestly.
It really is. It lets us, anything that gets us out of the humanoid, gravity well is so useful. Look at this. That's just insane. Being able to make some proper monsters with this mood board is just so useful. It's awesome. And that's combining it with Lolo's too. It really works. That's awesome. Good map there, Reps. Let's take a look at the skull cannons behind them light on fire, and they turn around with a shocked expression. Okay, let's see what happens here. This is now you guys taking the controls, okay? It's because I think that with this being animated on low, that let's go ahead and hit reroll on this. If we hit reroll on extension, it's gonna just let us edit the prompt for it. So the skull candles behind them light on fire, and they turn around with a shocked expression. So let's say that instead of the skull candles, let's say like the skulls on the mantle behind them light on fire. And then I'm going to say motion high. And then submit that. Alright, we're going to let that render for a second here. And just taking a look at one or two of these pigs here. Okay, cool. A grotesquerie of proper monsters. That's awesome. Oh wow, Alistair. That is a wicked creature. That is awesome. My very first Halloween stream. Sorry, go ahead, Reps.
It's also one of the alien mood board ones.
It's so good.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I think the main thing is that, like, I think back to my very first Halloween stream that I did, and it was all monster themed around making ourselves into grotesque monsters and stuff like that. And now that we have mood boards that can do this, it's just ridiculous. I mean, we're gonna go to a whole new height with this. I do love the spooky guy in the top left corner here, though. I just love how he's encased in shadow and is very insectoid. Okay. Skeleton jump scare, motion high. Let's see what we got on this one here. I'm sorry. That the act of, like, him stretching out like this is just too funny to me. Oh no, my leg's broke. And then he falls. That's too funny. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, there's so many good things that we're gonna have to dig through. All right. Let me go ahead. Oh, Brecky's here. Let's see. Now I'll jump ourselves over to where was the thing I was looking for? Oh yeah, the website. So let me refresh this because it's starting to give me some trouble there. All right, so the remix there didn't do what I wanted to do. I'm gonna go back and just hit new prompt, boom, and we'll see how well that works. But for the extended video, looks like we're just getting started on that, or maybe it froze on me there. I'll hit rerun. Oh no, it's going. Okay, yeah, just took a second to populate a new image there. Please no scare. Please no. We're surrounded by green alien dudes. Butterfly demon monster. I like that. There's so many fun things from you guys. Okay. I wish I ate something before this stream. I just realized my belly's like, you're gonna only eat candy after this, aren't you? And I'm like, Get a snack. Go get a snack.
I also didn't eat anything. I completely forgot to buy groceries, and tomorrow is a holiday here at my place, so I'm gonna be starving.
Order a pizza.
Maybe I can eat one of the kids coming by.
There you go. And you can see we got close, but we're still not really getting the 2-shot that I was aiming for. So I'm gonna skip on the version 7 stuff for now. But what we can do is we can actually ask us for a 2-shot of these characters using Midjourney Video. I feel like that was probably what I should have done at the beginning, so I'm just gonna do that. Let's go ahead and drag our starting frame here is there you go, this one here. We have the 2 characters now again in this scene. Let's say that we now want to see a close-up 2-shot of our 2 characters talking to each other. Eventually, I would like to be able to see us be able to do like live cuts, like say, all right, cut to this shot, cut to this shot, cut to this shot. But this is a really good way for us to get to what I intended to do in version 7 here, which is just get us a close-up, get us a frame for us to work with of the characters just speaking to each other that I can now cut into the scene later. But let's go ahead and let that render and check out some of the stuff from you guys in VC Create. Oh, it's more Brecky. Doll. That's really cute. We will want to make a version of Brecky that I feel like probably fits more in line with Lolo's profile. But I do dig it. I do dig these. Ooh,
you need to look at the pink spider.
All right. This is so.
Yeah,
good.
this one is amazing. This is so.
Where's the? Okay, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he just suddenly has hands. And is starting to speak with that. So I will note this. This is a really good example of learning from Midjourney Video about what works and what doesn't with your images, because it's really easy for us to just hit that animate button and go like, oh well, I guess that didn't work, and just move on. But let's understand why why certain parts of this didn't work, and it comes down to interpretation of the random stuff that is inside of your image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop ourselves back up to the initial result that we had here, this one here, and I'm just going to copy this and bring it over to the Midjourney editor, paste that into there. And yeah, there is no more yearly subscription limit on this. Everyone can use the editor. Everyone here can. So the first thing I want to do is learn from that video that we saw. And we saw that these like pink blobby things down here didn't animate at all, right? That tells me that it doesn't actually understand what these are. I mean, they could be teeth, they could be victims, who knows what it is. But what I want to do is I want to basically clean up this image so that we are only getting what animated well in the video. So I'm going to remove these little bits and bobs that are here. And I will, again, use a void prompt, quote, quote, and just hit submit on this. I don't even need the profile for this because we're just patching things up. If I was trying to say, like, all right, I want this lamp to come alive, or I want this, this creature to awaken as another big-eyed cute thing that follows Lolo's designs, then I would use his profile. But for just patching things up like this, I think this will do great. So now we have a much cleaner version of the actual character art here. There's a little bit underneath here I'm also going to clean up because it seems like that would get a similar result. And we have, like, I guess they're like eggs and things in the background. I'm not going to worry about those. I'm just going to go ahead and hit submit on this last little edit. And then we'll try rendering that video one more time and see what we get. Just to see, at least as a demonstration of like what happens when you remove the stuff that doesn't work in your videos. So let's just give that a moment here and then we'll render that. All right. Boop, 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 and boop. This one's good. Upscale to gallery. And you do not need a prompt to render with video. You can just render it as is. You can let Midjourney handle all the interpretation of your image to just get something moving. It also gives us a point to understand, all right, what does Midjourney actually understand from our image? So let's let that finish up here with the upscale. But this is the 2-shot where I said close up of a 2-shot, 2 characters talking to each other. We are now slowly punching in to reveal that. Like, that is awesome. Let's go ahead and see which of these I like the most. I think this one actually has the most natural, like, turn of the head and whatnot for this. So let's go ahead and copy this prompt here, copy job ID, and bring that into VC Create. Ghoul-Ray, yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. Okay. Now I am going to get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay. We have this image result here. I'm going to basically just hit copy. Like, if you notice here, we actually get a little bit closer, and then it moves back a bit here when he turns his head. So I'm going to go for this image here. It's almost like she saw something scary here, right? So we could use another function with Midjourney Video. That's awesome. Right click on it and hit copy video frame, copy current frame. Now we can come up to here and hit paste. And have them do something all spooky, or see something all spooky here from you guys that you've already rendered. So this is awesome. It's like, she could easily be stuttering here, saying Max, what's this, or whatever, something like that. But I want to kind of punch in on maybe even a little tighter. So we'll say close-up 2-shot of 2 characters talking to each other, and then say what her expression should be here. So she is scared and stuttering. And I'm just going to say she. It should be able to identify that this is the female character of the scene. But if not, then we could just say the pink-haired girl or anything like that, just to give us a little more reinforcement. Okay, so now we have this one with the cleaner like detailing, particularly of the ground plane here. I'm going to now drag that to starting frame, and we're not going to write anything at all. We're just going to submit it. See what Midjourney does. Oh, I ran this as a image prompt. Hold on a second. So we have this result here. Okay. That here. Oh yes, that's what happened. It changed it as an image prompt. Let's go ahead and drag that back up to here. Say starting frame. And then I'll just copy the prompt from up here, like so, and then hit submit. All right. We're going to let that render for a minute and hop ourselves back into all the cool VC Create stuff that you guys have been doing. Oh, digging the ghoulie dances here. She dances sarcastically with the horde of shadow creatures. That's funny. She's having a good time. Yeah, there's a lot of really cute stuff from you guys. I'm not surprised. Lolo's profile does a lot of heavy lifting, honestly. So let's take a... She's drinking Monster Energy drink. Okay. We have the Monster of Darkness. It's made out of many blades. Oh, that's fun.
Oh yeah, this is so good. That's yeah. If you scroll down, there's an extended one right at the bottom of the channel right now. No, one third lower.
It's upscaled.
There's a video.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. The arms duplicate. That's a little frustrating, but no, it's good.
They do.
The Ghoulies dance girls. There you go. Yes, please. This will be fun. And now the thing is about some of these Niji 6 results is you will need to clean up some of the anatomy issues that can kind of plague Niji 6 results, right? So like her arms here cut off, like things like that. The more cleaner you can get a result for video, the less work video does to have to fix it, and therefore losing precious seconds to render. So it's helpful to get it right, to do the cleanup time, and then more of my troll freeze characters there. It's awesome. Yeah, there's so many cute things here. All right. She's a ghoul. She doesn't need to adhere to your anatomical standards. Okay. Oh, this is cute. Is she eating a burger? I love the third result. Yeah, the fact that you upscaled it.
Apparently she's eating Jägerschnitzel, but that's more a burger.
I see. I have come to defeat you. Please save my people. They are butterfly people. There's something fun about that one. I like it. The no scare, please. Yeah. Okay. All right. Made some good progress with this one. So let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. I want to see this one, though. That's pretty fun. It reminds me a little bit of the house walking. Oh, there's a blade. It randomly has a sword at the end there. Interesting. All right, we're almost done rendering these two, and then we'll dig into that. I'm going to take another sip of my drink here. Back in a couple seconds. All right. Look at how much better that animated. Look at, she's like running through the floor now. There's like so many things going on. Largely because now she has the room to do it. It understands the tracing of the shape of the character design so much better now that we can easily improve the animation just by cleaning up small little like noise and details. So I'll also post this in VC Create. It's important for me to link everything to VC Create because we're going to end up, by the end of this, going through VC Create and cutting it all together into something fun. We have there is no plot in terms of like coherent like end result here. I just really want us to get to the point where there's some button or there's something that they hit and the house sprouts legs and runs off, which is the opening sequence that we showed off here today. So there are a couple new people here now. I'll just make a little announcement here, or not announcement, but just statement. My name is Victor Gnarly. I'm a former visual effects artist with various different Adult Swim shows, and now I'm doing this stuff with you guys. I'm here joined by Rhapsody, and she is awesome.
Hi.
She does so many cool things when it comes to the world building and larger scale elements of what we do. So just thank you so much for being here with me, Rhapsody. Really appreciate it. And,
Always like it. Always happy.
Yes.
And apparently I'm always awesome.
Always. And we're also joined here with AC from Midjourney. Thank you so much for being here with me, man.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How are you enjoying the stream today?
Yeah, are you
I'd be
having
enjoying
fun?
it more if I wasn't continuously getting spam calls. There have been 4 more since we started.
Oh no! I kind of find it funny that there's all
just-
these horror movies, like horror movie moments, but it keeps getting interrupted by spam calls that you have to like answer like in the middle of it. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, just
The
wait.
last one I Stefan for and answered, and then went into my answering machine automated message voice. Your call is important to us. Please leave a message after the tone, and then just repeated until they hung up. Please leave a message after the tone. Please leave a message after the tone.
That's funny.
Just
Yeah,
wait
you just-
until one of these spam calls accepts itself, and then your phone starts vibrating and symbols are spreading out from it, and suddenly you're sucked into another dimension.
Of just spam calls. It's the spam call dimension. Everything is just
Literally, while I was explaining that, it happened again. That time it happened immediately after I finished it.
She put the phone up to the microphone here, and we'll just start yelling at it for you. Oh, look how cute this is! Ah, I think you're doing that right now, aren't you? You tell it. Let's see here. It's very adorable. Oh wow, wow. This is giving me some. This is fun. I like this. I think we want to zoom out a little bit here, and the video would be even better with this. Maybe with the hearts, we would probably get rid of those because I consider these sort of illustrative things as particles in terms of Midjourney's understanding of it for video. So I'll usually say hearts are emitting I would say they're emitting from the Made to recreate this effect here. But that's really cool. This is the classic spooky story of spam calls. Yeah, exactly. This version 7 render here of this little old lady.
I'm gonna spam this channel.
Ah! Yes, any sort of close-ups is always fun to mess with. Let's see this video here. Oh, it's the ghoulie dancers. She don't got pupils. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's dig ourselves now into a grave of massive proportions. I'm gonna just look at the result that we got here of extending the two shot, but using a copy frame instead. So this is them just talking to each other at a different point in the video. So just to show you how I would use that, because I do think this is important to kind of illustrate how I would actually do this as a video editor. Is I would take our original clip that we have, the one that we cut off early, and that would be, just making sure I got the right one here, it's this one. I will download this as a raw video. I do everything in raw because I want to make sure that I'm not like arbitrarily upscaling in ways that causes like flicker or color gradient or color variations between each result. So I just do raw on everything, and then I will upscale the final video at the end of it to whatever size we want it to be. So now that I have this downloaded, I'm going to open up my After Effects, which has our master project here, and I'm just going to drag that clip over to this this project window here. I will now open that, make its own unique clip here, and then we'll find the frame that we ended on. Okay. So it's right when the zoom in happens here. I think it's right here. We will confirm that before we, finalize this. But now I will take a look at our results that we have where we had an arbitrary ending point, and we pick whichever one we like the most. I'm going through them right now, trying to pick which one. And it's doing a little bit of hatching, there's a little bit of frayed from our method of using Smart Select here, but I do like this one the most. So I will go ahead now and download this one. Download raw video. Okay. And just like I did before, I will now drag this into our master project. Boop. And we will just overlay it on top of this last clip. And this is how you would use Midjourney professionally to make clips, is that we would find our end frame, and use a blending mode to find the exact frame that we need. So I'm going to use difference here. And difference is really powerful because it lets me be able to find overlapping elements to the point where we can find the exact frame without knowing what frame it is. So I should be able to drag this until it gets completely black, and then we know we're on the right frame for this. So zoom ourselves into this timeline, and right about there. So let's see where she is speaking on this clip really quick. So she's there. Looks like we're going to have to go a little later. Let's find the exact moment here. Her mouth is kind of closed here. Okay, it should be this clip, right? It should be this moment right here. And then switch it to difference. And now it's almost completely black. That's what we're looking for here. That means that the clips are overlapping each other almost perfectly. If we wanted to check it, we could go one frame back. You could see it's a little brighter, which means it's not the right frame. We could go a little forward, and now it's completely black. We have the correct frame that we're on. So now I'll go ahead and switch that to normal, and boom. Now, instead of ending at that same clip, we've actually extended it at a different arbitrary endpoint of the clip, and we can basically just extend our composition to match the rest of the scene. So I'm going to extend that to 15 seconds or so. And you can now see we have two clips that are overlapping that will have a very seamless transition. And boop, there you go. Isn't that amazing? Like, we're able to, like, do anything we want now. Like, quite literally. It's so cool to do this. So I will set this as the end of the clip. And we could just review it one more time. Good. And there we go. We have our clip here, and I'll just now name this composition to Enid and Max chat. We will set this as footage, or just beside the footage here. That's good. And put these into footage. There. Okay, now we're good. Now we have this clip, and it'll end up in the final composition of what we're working on. That's awesome. All right. Jumping out of After Effects now. I'm doing it in After Effects. You could use all sorts of different programs to edit your videos together. There's so many out there. But that's what we're going to do is, at least for me, I'm going to bring everything into After Effects so that I'm able to do things like stabilize the video, do particle and cinematic effects, and just in general make something that gives us a lot of options for editing the video. That's what I like After Effects for, especially for compositing. So let's now take a look at all the cool stuff that you guys have done here. Wait. Holland, you're making Holland Drive, but in Lolo style? Mulholland Drive? That's awesome. I love David Lynch so much. Oh, you zoomed out a bit. Awesome. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about here, okay, with the clip thing I was talking about earlier. These floaty bits that are here, it just kind of sees them as these static elements to be a part of your character puppet, okay? So let's hop ourselves over to the original image, this one right here. I'm going to hit copy, and let's just do a few minor tweaks to this image, and we will get a really clean video out of it. So I will go back to the editor here. We'll hit edit, and then hit new, and then paste that image into there. All right. Now, using the void prompt method we had earlier, I am going to erase the stuff that was static that shouldn't be static. Okay? I have cleverly got Victor to do my work for me. Yeah. So clever. But I do want to correct a couple little things that I also noticed with the character design here. The tail does not attach to her butt, so let's make that happen. I will go ahead and bring that up to there, just inpaint this here, and we'll also get rid of this little nodule part here. And you know what? Let's also give it a little more dramatic wings. I want to see a little more of this negative space here filled up a bit with some skeleton wings. So let's go ahead and paint all this area here. And yeah, even like this little, I'm going to leave it for now, but I feel like this might get kind of confused at the top of the hat here. But let's go ahead and say that we want this to be a skeletal demon with tail. Just giving us a simple premise there for what we want, and we have so much inside of our image already, we really don't need to write more. Now, I will say that she's not really sitting on anything. She's more leaning against the edge of some sort of seat or something. I can't really tell what's happening here, which means Midjourney is really not going to understand what's happening here. I want to put a stool or something that she's sitting on here. So let's put this underneath here and say that she is with maid sitting on stool. Okay? We could go in and inpaint the whole background, get rid of all this stuff, whatever, but I'm going to go with just a simple edit here first. So let's hit submit and see what we get off of that. Again, I'm not using any profiles or anything for this. It's just patching stuff up. I would most likely do a void prompt if it wasn't for the tail. All right, now she has a tail that properly connects with her butt. That's good. There we go. Yep, this one's good. Let's go with that. The stool and chair thing, let's go ahead and just inpaint all of this. Like so. I'll even do a little bit up above her knee here and this edge as well. And I'm going to say that this is a maid sitting on a stool. That's the only thing I'm going to write in this prompt. Now it makes way more sense that we have this this almost like table that's behind her instead of a big concrete thing. So I'm just going to kind of cycle through here. She has a tail in a lot of these, but I'll just go ahead and clean up this little teeny frilly tail part here, and that should be good. Let's submit that, and then we'll run the video off of that because I feel like this is going to be a lot better. I do like this girl's outfit though. It's so fun. I will say, in about 30 minutes, I might need to occasionally go because trick-or-treaters might be here. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We're already here for 90 minutes.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun, though. This is going to be so cool to slap everything together after this. Okay. We have this now cleaned up.
And this girl in your image there, she looks like a cursed version of a Christmas elf. Kind of.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's get rid of this signature, this fake signature, the hallucinated signature. I always get rid of those because they just end up being random, unnecessary stuff for video. So I'll just inpaint that. And is there anything else I want to clean up here? Not really. I think I'm just curious to see what this does. There is a bit of a monster's arm that shows up here. I want to get rid of that because that's definitely going to confuse the video. Let's just say that this is a dungeon. So change the prompt to dungeon. I think a lot of people mistake that, honestly, when it comes to what's the best methods of prompting for the editor. When you start to use profiles and you start to use srefs and other things like that, you are actually limiting your options significantly, and it helps a lot to understand the context of your image in order to generate what you want to fill in that space. So I heavily, heavily, heavily recommend that you basically blank out your prompts entirely when just fixing things, when inpainting little things. Because if you, like I said, if I included Lolo's profile here, we would start to see faces popping up in the backgrounds, just because there are so many faces in his mood board. So I'm just going to go with this. That's simple enough. Nothing too crazy. I think we'll be good off of that. If we wanted to add context to the scene later, we can always select them and then swap out the background entirely. But for now, this will be good. Upscale to gallery. let's see here. Out of the video results that we got off of the extended, yes, that's good. I definitely want to bring in our little spider gal back to the VC Create. And there's so many cool stuff already. Oh god, look at all the cool stuff. Ah! We're gonna have to take our time here. Slash show. This frog, the frog mount, is awesome. That is just awesome. I know somebody that I'm gonna share this to after this. Pizza party. But again, guys, if you are new to the stream, if you just hopped in here, feel free to start exploring Lolo's Ghoulie world by using void prompts. Void prompts are one of the most interesting things to come out of our streams. It happened because we had Fnuckle on our stream, who's a Midjourney mod, and she does this amazing glitch art that we explored using void prompts. And you'll see, if you scroll up high enough, you'll find more people doing the void prompts again. But just to show you guys what that looks like, you just take a prompt that includes the base prompt for today, which is using Niji6. So I'll switch this up, Niji6. Get rid of the oref that's in this prompt. And this is the base prompt right here. And it has these two quotes at the beginning. That's what we're calling a void prompt. There's nothing actually written in here. The art is going to dictate the entire image that we get. So let's hit submit on this void prompt and see what we get. Finding a medallion. The whole building started shaking, debris falling. The cat girl jumps up to her feet in surprise. The purple coin floats and glows bright. That's fun. And you can see it got the order of the video off because of the extension, but it is interesting what you can do with just getting a event to happen inside of one of these rooms, which is going to be the next step. We have to go through the homework, but it is something that I'm super curious to see where you guys go with each room that we'll be exploring. We just have to get the skeleton to interact with our main characters so far. Our two mains, at least for now. Where is that? Okay, we have the image here. Now I'm going to run this as just a starting frame with high and submit that. Okay. I want to get the skeleton guy to actually react to our characters that we have earlier, because there's so many things from you guys that we're going to have to... I want to dedicate a whole segment to just rewinding through these. But what I'm going to do first is take our result of the skeleton guy that we had. All right, so here's our After Effects project. Go into our folders of footage here. And I believe it's this one, yep. And I will now drag this into our After Effects project. And what we're going to do is we will first just import this as its own clip. Okay? That means that I can isolate this, I can take frames out of it, I can do so much with this. We just need to have the characters reacting to the skeleton guy running down at them. Okay? And our earlier clip had them talking to each other and about to react to what they just saw coming down the stairs. But we need to also include the staircase run that we had. So that will be this clip right here. So I will now drag these two farther back and take our new clip and put it in. There you can see here's them running down. And it will end with the clip that we have over here. So we need to make sure this is right at the end of the frame, because we need to make sure the last frame overlaps with the first frame of our video here, and then it'll be mostly seamless. I say mostly because there's always a little bit of change that happens between each prompt. But the change is usually really subtle, and if it does kind of flicker on you, there are ways to fix it. So let's go ahead and look at this clip. They're running down the stairs. and we have a bit of a zoom in here. We can always do a hard cut to get rid of the zoom. So just to show that real quick. This looks good though. If we wanted to say have more of a, like maybe this moment here be the start of this. And then drag that up to the start of the clip here. You can see that we can get away with a lot just by doing a hard cut. Okay, that's not that great, but yes, it is possible to fix this up. So I'm liking this so far, but we need to have the Skelly guy now coming down. So I will extend this composition again. Grab the Skelly guy. Is it this one? Let's see. Nope. Is it this one? Yep, it's that one. All right. Skelly guy. Oh. This clip got imported at a lower resolution, I guess. I have to fix that later, but let's just scale that up. I probably didn't download on RAW for one of them, and it kept it at the same composition, so whatever. But we need them reacting to something scary to the right side of frame in order for this to work. You can see we're immediately cutting right back to the same shot we did at the beginning here. So we need them reacting to something on the right. So to do that, I will just hop ourselves over to the editor, or sorry, the website here. And we have this ending shot here. Just want to make sure it lines up with what we have. I just want to do an extension of this in order to get that done. I think it's this clip right here. Let me just confirm. I don't want to waste a bunch of time on a shot that we didn't do. So let's see. And I think it's the top right one, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. Yeah, I'm going to go with the top right. And I'm going to hit extend manually. And then I'm going to say that this is two characters shriek in terror with loud, big expressions on their face, just big expressions, depicting a terrifying fright. Off screen, right of frame. That should do it. That should. If we need to, we'll tweak it. But all right, here's our video result that we got after we cleaned everything up, and you can notice that without the missing, or sorry, without the static elements, the characters animate so much more by making sure that Midjourney can understand these compositions better. So let me go ahead and hit copy and bring that over to VC Create for you guys. The cat portal, the cat boy portal of confusion. I feel like a lot of people that interact with cat boys on the internet get really confused. I think this is normal.
Exactly. But why does the first image look like you?
I don't know. It's I fall into a common gravity well of anime antagonists. Okay, but let's look at this here. This is the result of the cleanup that I did on this image here. It's just so much better right off the bat. I'm going to say that probably the best out of these is the top right, I think. But it is very cute. You're more than welcome to explore that one if you want. Why is she crawling with her butt on the ground? Like, on her knees. It's too funny. Oh. I troll for use chameleon dragon characters coming out of the frame. That's awesome. That's so damn cute. Love that. Fisses. Is that some ghosts? It's quite funny how generic ghosts just end up having just cute faces and whatnot. But let's take a look at some of the. Ooh, there's Vermin. there's Vermin hanging out, and Vermin's a character from our fantasy series that we've been working on, and it's just so fun to use him as a character reference for this. They just came out great in this one result here. This is a Lolo ghoulified version of him. It's very cute. If you wanted to say, hey, this is the result of like, an experiment or something that goes wrong or whatever, maybe he's transported with some magic, then you could use this as an end frame and then have the starting frame being that premise. But let's go ahead and start to explore the haunted house a little more, because we've made some progress trying to show these characters freaking out as they see the skeleton running down. I definitely want to have a chase sequence by the end of the stream, because that would be so much fun. But I'm gonna take another little break here and take a couple drinks here. But if there's anything from you guys, please type it in VC text. I'll definitely keep up with you guys and what's going on here. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So while he's gone, I'm gonna go big here for a second and tell you about all the amazing things that we do over on our Gnarly Studio server. Oh God, words are difficult today. I'm sorry. So after this stream, what we usually do is having a show after the show where you can come on stage with us and just talk with us, and everybody talks about stuff. We answer questions, we talk about wild things, and yeah, we just extend the fun a little bit. Then on Wednesday, we have our hangout sessions, jam sessions, where we just hang out together and work on stuff. Everybody brings their own work, and we just, sit together and work on projects and help each other answer questions. And achieve amazing things. Sometimes we do lore stuff, working on our Sherald world for Spellbroke. Sometimes we do completely different creative things. And on Thursdays, we have game night, where we just sit together and play some games. Recently we do a lot of worms, because we are making custom maps for worms with like AI tools.
Yeah, you gotta show off your map. Show off your map. It's so cool.
Yeah, I can show off my map. Yeah. 1 second. Where did I post it? There has so much happened since yesterday on these chat rooms. But I'm also gonna take the opportunity to just create an invitation link for this. So who is not on the Gnarly Studio server can just come over and join us. Oh my God. There's a lot of things written since yesterday. Yeah, here. Copy image. VC text. Here we go. That's the map. Love your earrings. Thank you. And here's the invitation to the server. Yeah. So if you want to extend the fun, work together, get to know the community, post your characters in our character portal, or grab some and do amazing stuff with it, or work on videos with other people together, come over there.
Thank you so much, Raps. Really appreciate that. Yeah, the map is so fun, by the way. It's really, really fun because the forced perspective on the castle actually works kind of like how, like, they would do it like stage or theme parks, right? Where things that are super tall, they actually shrink the size of them the farther away they are. So it makes it look much taller than it is. You get that same effect playing this Worms map. It's really, really fun. And the fact that a minigun spawned on the top of the gun when we were playing was so funny. We just had a sniper rifle shooting down that actually Golem turned into a comic from a previous result. So I'm gonna dig into that and dig into the homework really quick because I think this is so damn cool. We have a comic section on our server for all sorts of cool comics that have been made using our characters here, including the characters from my most popular series, the Sage and Michael Tumbling Up comics. This comic, by the way, is my best recorded comic to date. It is at 13 million views. I'm so happy that people are so ecstatic about getting backstory into Destiny's mom, but it is Sage's mom. But I was so surprised to see the reaction to that. But what I'm going to share with you guys is something I love this so much. Is I Troll for You's comic featuring Gal, Gloomy, and Max. So let's copy each frame from here and paste that into VC text for you guys. So 1 and a 2. And I'll watch these individually too here in a second. I just want to make sure you guys have these as copies because this essentially was our Worms game now made into a comic, which is just insane. Because we've named our worms after the characters inside the character portal, so it was just a lot of fun to do this with you guys. But it's just I'm just blown away with the quality of this here really quick. I'm just gonna submit this for you guys and let you all take a look at this. So we have Phantasma, we have the gnomes all around, and he's saying, "Got it! I actually got it." It's like, what did you actually? You actually did it? I told you I would. And then we have, where did you get that? I stole it straight from the Wizard Council's secret room. Are you not scared of the Wizard Council? Nah. Get Galantris. I can't pronounce his name right now. I told you, Mom, I will take care of it. One day I'm moving my tower to another dimension. And then I just love the art that is here, by the way. Like the scope that he uses to zoom in and see, and it's just a giant eyeball. That is so freaking cool. You did such a good job with this. Even the turnaround is great. Very well. I shall find him soon enough. And then there he is, zing crackle. Oh my god, like the shot here is so cool. The jumping away from the boom being shot at Gloomy is so damn good. It's amazing. And then oh my god, what was that? Oh no, we are so doomed. Oh, it's so cute. I love this. Great job, man. That's the shout out to I Troll for You for making that, because that literally what happened in our gnomes game, or sorry, in our worms game. We should just call it gnomes.
Gnomes game.
Yeah, we should just call it gnomes. Change all the art to be little gnomes. That's so fun. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Do we have any other comics that I haven't caught up on? We have a couple from with Miles Edgeworth here talking about character consistency. We have various different. I remember this one from Lolo. Damned humans taking all my jobs, and it's just all like political conflicts, and then and then some comics for me. Okay, cool. Let's now dive into our homework. So inside of the Gnarly Studios server, we have something called challenges, missions and challenges. And you could find each one of these are just kind of a different task that we recommend you guys explore while in between the streams. So we have a bunch from you guys here for the dress up, Halloween dress up party. So the idea with this competition or this challenge was simply make your character dressed up as another character from our character portal. Our character portal has over 200 characters in it now, thanks to you guys. And so it's just so fun to see you guys mixing and matching these characters. So let's go ahead and download these and and just give that a watch. I will have to switch my audio up really quick before I start watching, because I need to make sure that you guys can hear everything from this. So just a second here. Audio. I'm going to sound pretty bad here for a second, but bear with me. Okay. All right. And now let's give this a watch. And does this one have any audio? I don't know. I don't hear nothing, but we're going to just play it. This one is from Zero. Okay, awesome.
Such a beautiful sky.
Yeah, some really pretty aesthetics going on here.
think we hear your phone doing things with your microphone.
Oh yeah. I feel like there should be audio with this, but I'm not hearing anything.
Yes. I'm gonna have a look at it.
Until the very end, there's audio. Okay. It's so cute. There is some audio.
Bye-bye.
Just a little hee bye bye. That's adorable. I love seeing the octopus version of Brecky as the Mop character. That's so cute. Don't mess with Brecky. Moppy. Yeah, it's Moppy. That's fun. All right, next one up. Thank you, Zero. We have some awesome collection of different costumes from everybody. So I'm just going to cycle through these images pretty quick. We have Alistair's character wearing, I believe, this is from... Is this Revelie's character, I believe? I forgot the name of it, but it's they're all here. They're all listed here. Yes, so we have Monty the Minty as... And it's not going to let me click into this easily if it says unknown, sadly. But you can see all the combinations here. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of these. Yeah. Oh, these were the
Maze
ones...
Knight. It's Monty the Minty as the Maze Knight.
That's cool. Oh, look at H and Kinky together. That's adorable. Wearing Potato Propagator's outfit. That's awesome. As Azul, I believe, or Azure, right? With Enid. Is this supposed to be in Sage's outfit? Because this looks a lot like Sage's outfit. That's adorable. Oh yeah, Lara's characters.
It is seamless as Festus Wilmeyer.
Festus. Oh, Festus. That's right. Festus wears the plaid pants. That's right. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I like these. They're all boppy. That's great. Thanks for sharing those, Zero. All right, now we have Alara. They said that this is Sora and Nano Banana and Midjourney all mixed together with various different characters. So let's give this a watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, creatures of the night, welcome to the grandest clash this hall has ever witnessed. 6 contenders have signed their souls for one final dance. Only one leaves this floor alive.
Contestants, prepare to dance.
What?
Which do you think won?
That was so good.
Cool. Oh,
Right at that moment, my dog started barking because there's trick or treats. Hold on a second.
oh God, the dogs.
All right, yeah, that was awesome, Alara. Great job, great job. You knocked that one out of the park. Actually, that's great. Good job. I know, my dog. I know it's trick or treat. I know. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, sorry guys, just a second.
Dog's taking over the stream. Usually we just have a cat. Dog prompting time. Yes, yes, yes. Do the dog.
Oh god, dog prompting. Let me get through the homework more. And it'll help when it comes to letting the dogs calm down every time there's a trick or treater at the door. I did not fully prepare for the inevitability that my dogs would go absolutely ape with every person who rings my damn door right now, because Halloween has officially started here with the kids trick or treating as of 4 minutes ago. So depending on how bad this gets, we might change up or maybe have Rhapsody take over for a bit. We'll see what happens. It just depends on how much chaos my house turns into in the next half an hour. Okay, let's watch the next clip here. By the way, Alara, awesome work, awesome stuff. This is really fun. I really dug the animations you got out of Sora with this is fantastic. It's so neat to be able to combine all these different AIs together to really make, because all these are Midjourney characters that have been brought into different AIs to be able to do different things, and we value all the tools here. So thank you so much for explaining also how you made this, because that's super clutch. Awesome work, man. All right, let's check out the next one. So we have Alara as Kravis. Alara's character here is Kravis.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
I
yes.
didn't see this one before. It just looks so grumpy.
It's so grumpy. Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense for Kravis, right? That's so good.
Yeah.
All right, we have Kinky dressed up as Ancient as the next one. And of course, she has bare feet. Yes, you're correct. You're correct to the canon that this Catboy don't wear shoes. Yeah, barefoot, 100%. It's you see also just the bare feet constantly in Ancient stuff too. It's so funny. Oh, that's so good. Awesome work there, I troll for you. From Lolo Soon, the no foot prisons allowed. Yep, exactly, no foot prisons. As we would say back in Kentucky, it's your summer shoes. Your summer shoes are what you're wearing when you're walking bare feet outside. Here is me as Rhapsody from Lolo. Yes. That's adorable.
Yeah, so cute.
This is such a fun challenge. I really like this one. I'm really excited about showing this one. All right, so this one is from I Troll for You, but it's Ancient as the Rose Lich that we came up with. It's so good. This is such
a good animation. Holy.
Look at the silhouette at the beginning. It's just so damn good. The highlight, just the highlight.
I bet that was. I bet that's a Midjourney animation with a black starting frame, and then it just rotates into the frame, right?
Yeah, is that what you did here at Troll? But yes. Yeah. Just start off with a black frame and use the end frame as the frame. Oh, it's so good. Knocked it out of the park with this one. I feel like this is definitely Ancient's villain arc for for us here. That's so good. Yes, look at these. That's awesome.
So menacing.
So menacing.
It's so beautiful.
The pirate with some potatoes. So Lolo's character with potato propagator. He's now the pirate propagator. Mine are all Midjourney, yeah. Implying I wasn't already in perpetual villain arc. Correct. That is true. I've never really thought of you as anything but with the villain arc, honestly. Okay. This one is Unknown dressed. Who's Unknown here? Chibi. That's right, Chibi. This is Chibi dressed up as Rolf, and Alistair actually had a 1 hour and 15-minute movie that she made that we did a screening of a little over a month ago, and it featured Rolf as one of the main characters with it. So that was really cool to see. Great job with this one too. Let's see here. All right, we have we have Muscle Wizard becoming Momo with a magical transformation here. That the buff outfit at the end is so. I love the midriff. I love this midriff. The buff out midriff is so damn funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good job. We have another one here. This is Neo turning into Gal. Meow. The mustache on the cat lady is so funny. And Vermin turning into Gnome. So that's awesome. And this is all within Lolo style tier 2 with the gnome code on top of that. So that's really cool. And then Zero turning into Gnome as well. With the mask still. That's great. Awesome, Lolo. Thank you for sharing those. We have Alistair's Monty as Gloomy from the comics that you saw earlier when I trolled for you. This is great. It literally is her outfit, but that character. This really just shows you the power of being able to isolate the outfits and say this character wearing this outfit. And I'm curious if you do have the breakdown of this, Alistair. I would love to show that too. But we have a new video here from Potato Propagator. So all good. Let's download this and give it a watch.
Ahoy! You prolific prompting pirates, the Potato Propagator has invited us to join him on his mid-journey journey. Welcome aboard.
Those potato planting pirates know just how to battle King Kane. And as they say, show me your potatoes.
Hepcat, we're setting sail. Are you with us?
Aye, aye, Captain. Let's sail.
Humans think they can control each other. Little do they know that it's us, ferrets, who are in control.
There is zero chance that I'll wear that silly little light bulb hat. Zero, I tell you.
I'll be in my quarters promptly, just like in real life.
I built this amazing tool, and all he wants to use it for is propagating potatoes? Preposterous! Mid-Journey makes it possible.
From Pickles and I, happy Halloween.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I did not expect to see David at the end of that. But yes, that is awesome. That is great. Oh, thank you, Potato Propagator. I mean, honestly, man, like all the cool. It's just been really cool to see your development and all this too. It's just so cool to see that all put together by you. That's awesome. Great job. I gotta hit every one of these damn emojis now. That's awesome. Great job. I love the zero joke was really funny.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no way I'm wearing this.
Legal Beagle dressed up as Zero. That's awesome. This is a dog. It's dog and cat. The two ears are so wrong, but it's hilarious. That's awesome. And now we have Zero dressed up as Legal Beagle as well. That's great. I love the mask. The mask sitting on the top of the head is so good.
Face reveal? Face reveal question mark?
Yeah, right. Face reveal for Zero. There you go.
This one is so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I love these.
All right, and now we have Rolf as Florentia. This one's from Golem. That's great. Takanaka, whatever it's named, whatever the cross-dressing stuff happens in Japanese culture, that's what I'm seeing here. That's awesome. Now we have Lolo's character dressed up as Theo. So Yona dressed up as Theo. Let's see what this one looks like. Is this the cursed one?
On the night when the veil is thin,
trick or treat.
Witch with exile in her blood walks the mortal streets. But the dead have not forgotten her, and every door hides a shadow.
Then let them try.
Trick or Curse, a Halloween witch story.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Love that. That was great. Okay, well, that catches us up with the Halloween dress-up party. This was so fun. Thank you guys for letting me deep dive into that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys. And I'm so glad there wasn't a trick-or-treater in the meantime for massive dog barking. So yeah, no, that was awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys. Love all these. Great job. And we'll have a new challenge for you guys probably next week. For now, it's all just Halloween fun for today. Okay. All right. Let's see. What did you think, Raps?
Oh, I think it was very much fun, and it was also very cool that like we explicitly said to make costumes, which made this so much better. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like the original characters were still like in there, and that's great. And all these video submissions, you guys are just killing. Like, videos are not a prerequisite to do these challenges. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can just post images, and that's 100% fine, and we're gonna have fun with that too. But the videos, oh god, like everybody's so good by now when it comes to these.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let me fix my audio really quick so I don't sound like poop. I'll be right back. This and this, and that should be better. Okay, all right. So at this point, we have a lot of clips from you guys. We have a lot of clips in VC Create. I'm gonna cycle through them now. And so I'll probably be quiet a bit as we do that because there's just gonna be so many of these. But let's dig into it. Just a cute little trick-or-treat moment. More dancing. That's great. Ready for a fantasy adventure here. That's awesome. Again, using Goem's profile. That's great. And mixing in with another profile as well. This will change the proportions of characters. It'll change certain aspects of the art, right, when you start mixing profiles. And sometimes you get some really cool results like that. That's great. Look at these Skellinghams. Yeah, that's great. Such cute, like, spooky spaces that you guys are exploring with this. But let's scroll ourselves back up. So many cute dogs. So many cute dogs because the dog's exploding on Mike earlier. I love rewinding and knowing what moments happened because of that stuff. Very cute. What is it? Is that the minigun?
It's gnomes.
A group
of gnomes with bazookas in a side-scroller video game map.
All right. All right, this is going to be a bit hard for me. The dogs are not able to handle this. All right, okay, let's take a look here. It's funny too. Every time I speak on my microphone, my dogs think I'm barking too. All right, shush. Sorry about that, guys.
You are barking. The difference is you have been barking for hours.
Yeah, right. They're jealous now. They're jealous of all the barking I've been doing. They're like, let me chime in. I'm like, no, you have to be silent. This is awesome, by the way. This little entry with this character is so good. I love the first one here. I'm gonna upscale that one. This one's from Lolo, and it's called
top right for some reason.
Oh yeah, is it? It might be. Oh, it's because the entering.
It's because the door closing is so natural. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I prefer the shadow on the door on the first one, but look at the weird pixelation that happens at the top right of this one here too. There is some odd stuff, but I just like the shadow on the door as he walks away from it on the first result. More gnomes with guns.
More gnomes.
Yep. Oh yes, there's vermin. That's awesome. This will be cool. All right. Well, let's dig into the video that we've been editing here. Oh wow, Wow. Okay. For real quick though, this is cool. These little tentacle things popping up are it's neat. I wouldn't know where to really take this, but it is neat. It's just floating in the puddle there. Okay. 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 Let's see here. Okay. Now I'm going to dig ourselves back into Midjourney's website because we have our clip here. I just want these guys to be running away from the skeleton here by the end of this. So we did run this in high motion and we're not really getting the reaction I was hoping to get out of these characters, right? So let's try to alter this prompt a bit here and really get this to animate. I want to see the two characters basically like really change, really morph here. So let's do a let's just describe them as their faces grow and into a shrieking expression as they see something horrifying on the right, just off frame, just off right of frame. This should do it. We'll see. I was definitely hoping we would be exploring some more rooms with the haunted crawl, but I think we're doing a really good job when it comes to exploring all the cool spaces we could do with Lolo's art style here, and seeing this cut into something afterward. I think I'm gonna have so many different wonderful like starting points. I will have something by the next stream to fully cut so that we can essentially say, all right, this is the cartoon of us, because there's so many cool monsters that you guys have given us to work with. There's so many cool different. I just want to really make sure we get as much cohesive results as we can, so that whatever I cut together at the end of it, it's just gonna all be one.
Oh, we got a scammer in town.
the same scammer that
pictures.
It's the same scammer that popped up on our server yesterday. Let's see here. I only do it because I recognize the damn screen.
Chaos to get rid of the
He did
scammer.
He did it. He did it. Okay. Nards. The nards. Yes. Okay. If not, we could always force them to be in a shrieking position by prompting the actual images, so we can make some new images with these guys. But for now, I think we are largely caught up. I want to see if there's anything else from the videos you guys have here. Oh yeah, some really cool more monsters here from the monster mood board. Yes, exactly. Yeah, streamers say mods the same way medieval lords say guards. I know, it's so true though. Oh yes, look at this portal.
Yeah, I like that. The last one especially.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know if the character. I don't think the character has wings though for this one, does it?
It does.
It does?
It's my character.
It's your character? Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
What is,
it was actually quite hard to get it to have wings.
So, if a way that you could do this, by the way, would be to say that this is the pumpkin carves itself, right? We would need to make a version of the pumpkin without a face at the start for this to work. So let me show you how to do that. Again, Snoopy's going to get me to do the work. So let's go ahead and copy this image. We'll definitely have the characters run into the kitchen and they just see this pumpkin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the image. All part of my plan. Yeah, right. I'm going to hit edit, new, and then paste that image into there.
Oh, we have another scammer here. I'm just gonna forward this to.
Okay. Now I'm going to use void prompting to actually remove the expression that's on here because it's built into the profile significantly. So it'll just put another face if I use Lolo's profile in here. So I'm just going to use this as a void prompt like that. and then hit submit. All right, now we have our clean pumpkin without a face. All right, so now I'm going to hit upscale to gallery. And then we are going to let that render here, as well as see what we get when we combine these two. Just a sec.
More dogs barking.
Yeah, I had to.
House gets raided.
By children, indeed. This is the extension that I did in the meantime from that rendering here. Want to see if we didn't get any sort of shrieks or anything. We're going to have to make a new image for these two in order for them to be reacting with the shrieks there. That's all good. We actually have a lot of material with just this last frame to work with because it's so zoomed in. We should be able to make that work, and I'll get something cut by the next stream. We do also have the other spaces inside of the house to explore. We have three rooms upstairs. We have a room across the hall on the left, a room on the right, and then a metal door at the end. So we'll definitely have plenty of material to work with here. But here's our pumpkin. Now I'm going to drag this to starting frame because now it has no face. I will bring us back to VC Create in order to grab the one with the face. And then I'll paste that as the end frame. And whenever you're using the website, you want to click on whatever function you want it to paste into and then paste the image into there. If you just paste it, it will likely replace it as an image prompt. So now that we have these two loaded up here, I will also grab the prompt, which was a carving my Halloween turnips. Okay, let's have it say it's carving itself like we did earlier. Because that was in the video prompt that's a little later down here. There we go. It carves itself. Okay. We're going to say that instead of it, I think I'm going to say that this is a pumpkin. A pumpkin. Let's say a white pumpkin. That carves a face into itself. Okay? And then we'll just hit submit. I'm also going to run this on low motion as well, just because we don't really need a lot of motion for this effect to work. So let's just run them both, and we'll see what we get off of that. Okay. Now I am going to, and by the way, I know what's happening right now. My partner is downstairs. She probably panicked hearing all the dogs barking while I'm streaming, so she's outside right now with a bucket of candy, intercepting the children before they show up at the front door. I can guarantee you that's what's happening right now. But let's see here. We'll let that render here and take a look at some of our other results that we've had here. There's plenty of VeggieTale characters here. The bucket of candy, that would kill the dogs. That's not a good move.
Is VeggieTale a word for fairy tale with vegetable characters?
VeggieTales is a Christian Bible story that is it's basically a biblical story about vegetables. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing in American American media. Yeah, let's see here. Look at the Super Pumpkins. That's one of the characters from VeggieTales, yeah. I remember there was something from the creator of VeggieTales, like the wife of the person who started it. I forgot what the story is exactly, but it's like the fruit are not allowed to go to heaven or something like that. I forgot what the plot of that or what the reason was, but this is so specific. That the fruit are not allowed to go to heaven. Because it's only humans can go according to religious whatever, but it's I think that was the logic for that. Let's see here. To the disappointment of children everywhere. There's some fun robots here too. I love these. You guys can just keep going and going and going with Lolo's thing here. American Christian CGI animated series. There you go. Oh wow, look at this. The werewolf character here and the blood on the knife too. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm upscaling these.
Bottom left is also great.
Yeah. The werewolf is just intense. I love it.
Like version 3, U3.
Oh yeah, with the conflict.
Because they're just the conflict. Like a sudden zoom out or something. This is a great that's a great example for like using that as an input frame for, let's say, some more creative video generators, because it has all the information you need about the position of the characters and like the design and stuff. It's an awesome starting frame. And even if you use that as a turnaround and then get like the whole full scene and punch in on characters' faces and stuff, you can generate a lot out of something like this.
Well, on the top right image, the second result here, you can also see Max, the character Max, showing up from Lolo's mood board, because that's his hoodie. That's a little bit of his hair coming out of there. So it's like all these become ingredients for the results, and that's why we can, so extensively like cut this stuff together, because the mood board is doing a lot of the heavy lifting to bring them into the same space. What's happening here? Shush. I like the shush. That's any kind of shushing is always cute to me. Like I did Chester doing that.
I like the box stuck in the background.
Yeah, just shifting in the space. More violent gnomes with guns. I love it. A skateboarding skeleton man. A zombie skateboarder. That's great. That's the physics for skateboarding is tough, but it is wacky. I like it. You have to be silent. This is more with the dogs. Oh shoot! I shouldn't full screen that. I love the earrings. Very cool. All right. Okay. All right. I've ogled at a lot of these now. I really do appreciate all this stuff. I think there's a lot of material for us to work with, and we will continue to work with them as we keep moving forward. I think I'm getting close to the end of what I'm going to be able to stream here, because there's going to be kids constantly at my door for the next half hour. So we're going to do the show after this. To get everyone on the stage to chat with us, you're more than welcome to join the show after the show, which is on the Gnarly Studio server. It's a voice chat that you can hop into and just share your projects, share what you're up to, share what you're doing. We want to hear it. So please join. We would love to have you as part of that. And I will be I'll be in and out because I have to deal with the kids, but it will be great to see you guys all there and hanging out. So after the stream's done here, just hop onto the server. You can find the link for it in VC text right here. Thank you. All right, and just to kind of end this stuff here is the pumpkin carving his own face, and I wasn't sure if this was going to do it, and I think it didn't see the knife. So we at least got the face there, but in terms of making it is very cute, but it didn't do it with the knife. It decided not to introduce the knife. It is something that if I wanted to, we put the knife in a hand and then it would do it probably much more easily.
Yeah, I mean, self-harm even for a vegetable is kind of difficult.
Yeah, that's true. And these things are kind of designed to avoid imagery of self-harm, so yeah, it would be kind of hard for it to do that. We might need to describe it as a hand that carves a pumpkin and just make the hand, coincidentally being attached to the pumpkin in order to encourage this. So I'm going to leave it there though, guys. I think this is a fun little ending point here. I want to keep editing. I want to keep cutting, but I feel like that's going to grind the stream down to a halt if I start getting into nuances of After Effects. We do the occasional like masterclass or intermediary deep dive into different programs like After Effects and Premiere and other video programs on our server. So if keep an eye for events there. If you want to see a specific program that we deep dive into, just ask on our server and we'll see what we can schedule. But thank you guys so much. This was a really fun stream. I had a lot of fun with this. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Halloween, and I hope to see you guys at the show after the show.
Yeah, come over there.
Yeah, and
A very special, a very dark, and a very haunted Halloween.
yes, it's time for time for the spookenings to begin. And thank you guys so much for being here, for being so cool. Honestly, just having you guys, I recognized almost everybody that was popping in here today, so this is so cool. I thank you all so much, and for spam and chat. I love that. And you guys have a wonderful Halloween if we don't see you at the show after the show.